This is Hannah and Cailin, back again with Double Talk. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Cailin, and we're at the BMCC Tribeca Performing Arts Center for the premiere of Easy Money.
Easy Money, the Charles Ponzi story, traces the meteoric rise and dramatic downfall of Charles Ponzi, the man whose name became synonymous with financial fraud. At the podcast's Tribeca premiere, we caught up with Sebastian Maniscalco to talk about his turn as one of America's most infamous and cunning conmen. Listen in.
Do you have to empathize with a guy like Charles Ponzi in order to play him, or is that not part of it?
Well, no, I kind of felt, not necessarily sorry for the guy, but I just felt like he got wrapped up in something that he shouldn't have and dug a hole too big to get out of. So it's hard to feel sorry for a guy who stole $250 million from people, but I just think his mother gave him a lot of pressure to succeed in the United States. He fell in love with a woman who I think he wanted to provide for her, and next thing you know, he screwed up.
A lot.
Yeah.
Is there something that you learned throughout the process that you were particularly intrigued by and you thought, I need to incorporate this into my performance somehow?
This was a really difficult thing for me to do because I've never done acting in a kind of a booth. I've done voiceover work in the past, but really small, at Super Mario Brothers, it was small stuff. But this was like acting with a variety of different people, which weren't there. We weren't in the room with these people, so I'm acting to nobody. And I like to move around when I perform, but now I had to stay still and focus on the microphone. So there was a lot of adjustments I had to make. And, to be honest with you, while I was doing it in my head, I'm like, I don't know, is this any good? Because you always question yourself, especially a comedian. When I'm doing comedy, the validation is the people laughing. Then I'm like, oh, I know that I'm performing well. But when you're in a booth and you're alone, you don't know what the hell's going on. So this was very difficult for me. But once I listened to it and how they pieced it all together, particularly the investigative journalism part of the podcast, where they're kind of giving you the colors of Ponzi, his family, and other people that they interviewed. So that's what I find the most interesting, not necessarily my performance.
When so many people know you as a comedian, how do you approach a role like this differently, especially knowing, that so many people know of you as You Make Me Laugh? Because you've done drama, but now you're doing drama in a microphone. It's crazy.
No, it's difficult. I mean, there are hints of little comedic sprinkles throughout the podcast, but it's a serious subject matter. Stealing money from people is not really that funny, but there's moments in the podcast where, I'll try and say a funny line, or the director told me, do it, and we need a little bit Sebastian on this, so I greased it up a little bit. But other than that, it was kind of a dramatic role, really. No moments for comedy.